in windows and their products, and so I'll just let you take it away.
Thank you. Like she said, I'm Sylvia Johnson. I've been working with HyBar over the last 15 years. Fleetwood product is from a California-based company. They've been in California for the last 54 years. And their product is outstanding because they use aluminum. Now aluminum, you think, maybe it's not that sustainable. But if you really look at their product, what they do is they recycle everything that they don't use. Like if they take a cut off something, they recycle it. So all the product that they use is extruded, and when they do that process, they use virgin aluminum, original, just fresh aluminum, and then they use almost 50% of it as recycled product. So you think aluminum may not be that sustainable, but it really is, because when they reuse the product, it becomes sustainable. Now, one of the great things about their product is these mammoth steel rollers. Now these are made in Switzerland, the rollers themselves. But it's put together in California. Now these are wonderful. You put these on the tracks. Now we've got a door that's like 12 foot tall in our office. If you get a chance to come by, it's really awesome. They've got 2 or 3 different doors. All kinds of windows that are fun. Unfortunately, the stands are a little big for a screen today. So, but they roll just like that, just with your finger. Sorry, it's a little hard to show, but I'm just barely touching it. Now, the same thing happens in our showroom, only it's with a huge door. So it's pretty impressive when you go with your finger like this and push the door back and forth. Now you think of somebody who is elderly or someone who doesn't have a lot of physical strength. That is an awesome product. They can just go, and it moves. It's great. Now they have a lot of aluminum products. The aluminum products, I don't know, you've used casement windows, you've used all the different types of windows, right? The ones that open like this, the ones that open like this. They also have wonderful screens that they put on here. I know we don't have an example with us today, but the screens look just almost like the doors. You know how your screens are usually pretty flimsy? And what happens? They break quite frequently.
Change shape.
But their screens, for their screen door, I mean, they're industrial strength. You look at them and you're like, oh my goodness, it's almost like another door with just a screen inside. So that's pretty awesome. Now, you can use all different types of glass in their doors. And you can have all different types of coatings on the frames. They use anodized, and they also do a paint process. Now, you think you're putting paint on it, there might be some off-gassing. Well, their products are wonderful. You want to know why? They bake off all that outgassing at 400 degrees because it's a metal door. You can't do that with wood, and you definitely can't do it with vinyl. You don't want to. That'd be pretty scary with vinyl. Anyway, so their products are wonderful. They're lots of foam. They also have smaller rollers. The smaller rollers work just as well as the larger rollers. Just some of the doors are heavier, and it'd be nicer to have the bigger rollers. Now, they also have really fun. This is their locking mechanism. It's built right into the door so that you can have a door. You can have 3 or 4 doors slide right next to each other and not have to worry about the lock being in the way. That is an awesome product as well. Now, one of the things we really want to talk about as well is the low-E glass. Now, the low-E glass, what it has is a metallic coating on it. Theirs have 3 metallic coatings on it. The metallic coating keeps some of the rays from the sun from coming in. Some of the ones you don't want, like the radiant ones and like the ultraviolet ones, but you still get the light. So the light is awesome to have, even though, you know, we get hot here, but it's still nice to have the light. Having your window tinted really dark like this sometimes is a little frustrating in your house. It makes the house interior look dark. So the low-E glass cuts down on that problem. Now, Does anybody have any questions for me?
So these are all can be custom made to size, whatever
They
shape.
are
They can be
custom made.
windows, doors, whatever.
They are custom made, yes, and they can be really tall. Some of the product can be up to 18-foot tall, so that's pretty tall. Now I don't know what the widths for the 18-foot tall product is because they've got some variances in there, but generally they have a lot of 12-foot doors that are 6 foot wide, so that's a pretty big door. Most people, most of the time you don't find doors like that, you know what I mean? They're one of the few window and door providers who uses a monolithic glass system still.
What does that mean?
Monolithic means it's one, a good thing. Monolithic means it's just a solid piece. So a monolithic building, monolithic is hard to say, but monolithic structure would have no air in the middle. It would be just one solid piece.
Okay.
Okay? Any other questions? We do not have window film on them. This may have a coating on it, not film itself. Not like the film that you go and buy at the hardware store and put on. Okay?
Different degrees of lightness.
You could. Actually, with the Fleetwood system, they have all different types of glass you can choose from. It's not like you're stuck with just this one type, because that's the only type that manufacturer makes. They don't actually make the glass themselves. They could purchase the glass and put it in the frame. But that's one of the great things about Fleetwood is because they spend most of their time and their energy on making innovative products instead of trying to remanufacture the wheel with the window. So that's a wonderful thing for each one of us because we can choose what type of window we want. It doesn't have to be just a single pane piece of glass. It can be anything that you want.
Like stained glass.
Like stained glass, I'm assuming you could do that as well. Because basically what you're doing is they put it in the door for you. So that's a wonderful thing. Well, it was nice seeing you all today, and it was wonderful to be here. I hope you have an opportunity to come by our showroom because we have lots and lots and lots of great products. It would be fun if we could bring them all here, but it would take up this whole room. But you're more than welcome to come on down. We're at 6210 Annie Oakley Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada.